Good morning, entrepreneurs and builders. Welcome to the Breaking Business Podcast, where we don't just talk marketing and entrepreneurship, we dissect it, we challenge it, we extract those golden nuggets that you can actually use every single day. Business is in your blood, and I'm here to make it boil. I'm your host, Dr. Wood. Now let's break it down and build something great.
So this week I gave myself a challenge. That challenge is boosting my business tenfold in the next 7 days, using no fluffs, no gimmicks, just real action using the tools that I already have in my tool belt. Because here's the truth. Most of us don't need any more ideas. We don't need any more pats on the back. We don't need more, yes, you can do this. No, we need traction, we need visibility, we need credibility, and we need influence. So over the next couple of minutes, I'm going to share a couple strategies that I'm going to be employing over the next week to try to tenfold my business. And I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. So let's jump in. Now, let's talk about growth first. If you're an entrepreneur, content creator, you know how this feels. You're doing everything right. It feels like you're doing everything right, but the algorithm just isn't picking you up and you are not being seen. Or worse, everybody sees your stuff, but they just don't care. You're getting the views, but none of them are subscribing. None of them really care who you are. And I get it. I mean, we're running into these things and you don't have the budget for it. You don't have the ability to run high-end ads. You don't have a full team. You don't have editors that can crop out, take out all the likes. You just don't have a team to support every little bit of your business. And then you're trying to compete with all these massive production, corporatized channels or people, and the landscape is totally flooded. Everyone's loud, everyone's annoying. I get it. And the biggest myth, yeah, you're not good enough. It's not that. It just requires a certain level of strategy, a certain level of planning. And so that's what I'm going to do this week. I'm going to plan, I'm going to strategize, and I'm going to do this first. Clarify my message. So no more vague posts about generic positioning. No more, why should anybody care about my stuff right now type of messaging. Instead, I'm just gonna go straight for the jugular because your attention needs to be earned in 4 seconds. If I cannot get you past that 3 seconds, nothing else matters. Then I gotta turn around and I gotta show what is valuable to you. So I'm posting a series of high value micro content that's tied directly to your specific problem that I have been able to source through comments, through likes, through generic surveys, and just a little more research. You know, something that's short form, consistent, no begging, but just solving a real issue that you specifically have. And then I'm also going to tap into my email list, right? So I'm going to send an offer, a story, a clear message. That's it. No distractions, no miscellaneous giveaways, just an offer, a story that makes sense, and then clear action. And then I'm also going to reach out to potential collaboration partners, somebody that's in my industry that maybe would be interested in partnering with somebody of my expertise or my overall personality. I know there's not much there, but you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And these aren't theories that I'm coming up with. These aren't strategies that I just pull out of thin air. These are moves that work, that have been proven time and time again, but require no ad spend and can be, executed in just a few hours. So the big question is, well, if I'm going to do that and I'm supposed to be doing that, why do most people fail at that specific thing? And it's a few things. One, they dabble. Most people have real jobs, or I say real jobs. I mean, I'm sitting here recording in front of a camera, so I can't really constitute that a job right now. So this is more of a hobby. And then there's also the lack of traction that I described previously. You don't see it after the first couple posts. You don't see it after the first couple videos. You lose steam. You lose the drive, the passion when you perceive yourself as failing at this thing. But impact takes consistency. Not months, not couple days, couple weeks. It requires a real shift of momentum over a long period of time. We're talking 1 year, 2 years. You can't just expect it in a week. And I know with everything being scrollable, it sometimes feels like it should be a week. But, I used to work for a business and they had a decent product and no traction. I think it was I can't remember, it was like 10 years back, but I want to say it was a variation of a hemp product back when the CBD oils and everything started to really ramp up. But we didn't rebrand them or hire help when they employed me. We implemented a series of messaging, week-long email sequencing, and then collaboration through other known influencers in the space to gain that traction. Within those 30 days, over the next contract period, their traffic was able to triple. Why? Because I finally was able to give that company a message utilizing known strategies through other competitors, i.e. the other collaborators, to a place where they found value. And so with all that, with those implementations, what am I going to be tracking? And the first thing I'm going to be tracking is definitely engagement. Are people actually going to respond to this content that I'm pushing out? Are the clicks going to be exactly in the direction in parallel to that engagement that is coming through the emails? Or is it going into, bounce rates? Is it people clicking off? No traction whatsoever. Conversions. The final thing that everybody cares about, conversions being the goal. Not just sales, but are people taking that next step? Are people signing up, replying, commenting? The point is, I don't really care too much about going viral using this, but I want to see steady progress. I want to see traction, and I want to see momentum in a scalable, measurable position. So, using these strategies, can I realistically boost my business in 7 days? Well, we're going to find out. I'm going to do a follow-up video in 7 days, and we're going to do a full breakdown using these methods that I described before. I'm going to find out what worked, what flopped, what the measurement really took, and then does it make sense? Is it scalable? Or am I limited by the current sources that I have available? Before I sign off, I want to ask you, have you tried something recently to grow your business that actually worked? Drop it down in the comments. I'd love to test it out during this process and maybe have some insights that other people don't. And hey, if you want to follow this journey and steal what works, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's build smarter, not louder. See you in the next one.